Don't tell me. This tripod is not gonna let me be great right now. Hey, cousin. Hey, Marsha. This tripod ain't letting me be great right now. I don't have the strength to pull it up right now. It's this case. There we go. Hey, Sister Mullins. Hey, Lynn. Nothing, we about to roll and go get something to eat. As usual. How did I have this the last time? I'm gonna buy a thing to put up there on the thingamabob thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where'd it have to be at? Hey, y'all. I'm trying to put it up. Maybe if I turn it like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk. That still ain't right to make.
It went in. It did. I mean.
But how did it go in there?
Did
I have it closed? Did it have a tripod bottom closed? Hey, Alonzo.
No, it was in. It was open.
We a little slow today.
Last year, yeah.
Okay, I think that's what it was. All right. We just rolling to get something to eat, but let's talk. Y'all got a question? Let's talk about something. I'm still sideways. Okay.
You don't normally turn it that way.
I don't? Okay, well, I can flip it around. Let's flip it. Hold on, y'all. Let me flip it. Hey, Kanisha. There we go. Is that better? Is that better? It's windy. You so sick of me, ain't you? Mm-hmm. She told me she's sick of me. I know. We need to get together, Kanisha. I ain't seen my nieces in forever. She got a long way to walk. Like we didn't walk a long way. Okay, that's better. Hey, Jacqueline. Let's talk. I know Friday we talked about true friends and I couldn't come back because this one over here had me working like a Hebrew slave. I'm going to tell it. And I couldn't get back with y'all Friday. We was talking about true friends on Friday. Change this earth to up top. So, what y'all want to talk about today? I'm not, I see him. You know I'm not kicking y'all to the side. I be so busy, Kanisha, like for real. You know I have to start squeezing everybody in because New Freeman Chapel had you busy. They have you you working when you're not working. They had you busy. What y'all want to talk about today? Anybody want to come up on camera and talk about it? Talk about it now while we rolling to go get something to eat real quick. Friday we talked about true friends. Are these true friends? It's not true friends. So we could try something else today. Talk about something else. Trying to remember what we can discuss anything. Relationship, friends, church. I'm gonna start out like this until y'all throw me out something. Jealousy, envy. It's real strong. Folks that are jealous of you, that are envious of what you do and what you have, you don't have to be like that. That's for real. Folks won't like your pictures because they don't like you. They jealous of you. They won't even like not one picture. Know a lot of people that do that. They used to like your pictures before they stopped liking you. Then they stopped liking your pictures. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, Pink Lips. What's up, Pink Lips? Church was beautiful yesterday. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Tracy. Kanisha, we finna get some Dairy Queen. We seen some on Facebook. They got a, what's that thing called? It was a nacho sundae. Where they had made this little nacho situation inside of a sundae little container thingy. We finna go down here and see if they got it down here at this Dairy Queen. And if they don't, then, hey, Sheraton. Then if they don't, then we'll either get that or we'll go across the street to Chicken Express. Spicy tenders. Sweet tea, no ice. Absolutely. So what y'all want to talk about today? What y'all want to talk about? Anybody got something they want to discuss that's weighing heavy on your heart you want to discuss? Let's do it. Type it in. What's up? That's Pink Lips right there. Y'all don't know the story behind Pink Lips. That's a long story. That's like this. Yeah, that's like what we do. But make sure I ain't going too fast. What y'all got? No, not gonna be up. We can't do that. We just like to eat. This morning I had leftovers and I'm done with that. Remember that. So we're going to get some Dairy Queen. See if they got this little situation. If they don't, if we don't still want that, then we can go across the street and get something else. If she want to. I'm not driving fast. I'm not even going 40. Now he's driving fast. Look at him. He's driving fast. So what y'all want to talk about? Let's talk. What happened in church yesterday? Y'all want to talk about that? Talk about that? For those that went to church. Look close to me, buddy. I'm get one of them little thingy bob things that go up here. Okay. She's not paying me no attention. What y'all want to talk about? Dairy Queen line trying to be long. You want to go in? You want to sit in here? What you want to do? Sure do. We can park right over here. Oh, that's a handicap. But it ain't no sign up there on the... Okay.
It's on the ground.
It's supposed to be a sign up on the wall, up on the thing, a pole or something. But what if they don't have it? We just going to walk back on out? Or we going to get something out of here?
It don't matter to me.
Okay. I'm going to back up over here. Like a glove.
That's when that boy Franklin right there.
Tell your ride along. I said, what's up? Brown said, what's up?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Got me on the live again. Lord help me. Still don't never stop talking.
You ain't got to put me out there like
I
that.
love it, though.
Look. I can't tell. This one right here. This is about to tell you to ride along. She's so crazy. All right, we going in Dairy Queen real quick to see if they got this Sunday situation. This nacho Sunday. If they don't, we might go across the street. But let's talk, people. Let's talk. Haven't talked to y'all since Friday. Let's talk.
Hey.
Ooh.
Did you see my
Hello. That's wrong. Oh. Drop some. Hello. Hi. Do y'all have the Nacho Sunday that they advertising on Facebook? Nacho Sunday, where they putting like a nacho situation inside of a Sunday cup. Nobody seen that?
I haven't heard about that one yet.
Oh, okay.
I know we've got a bunch of stuff that started today, but
That's not one of them.
No, the only thing food-wise that we're starting today is chicken and waffles.
Really?
But we don't
Okay.
have the POP for it because they hadn't sent it to us yet. But it
Okay.
does start today.
Okay. I don't know if I seen somebody post about it. It was a nacho combo thing sitting inside of a Sunday cup, and we was like, oh, we want to go try that. Okay. They don't have it. What you want to do?
We've got a bunch of stuff, but it's not.
Okay. It's not that. Okay. Well, let me do the 3 tacos.
It's gonna be for here.
It's up to you.
We could try here. Tacos, you got to eat them quick. And I want the tomatoes and onions on it.
You want onions on it?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
want the drink with it?
Yeah, that's fine. Of course, she gonna find the sweets.
You want to make your drink large?
Oh, no, ma'am. That's large?
No, this is large.
Oh, no, ma'am. That's a lot of drink. No. We can leave it at the regular. Oh, you get it yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, and whatever else she adding on there. I don't know what she getting. Okay.
Let me get the.
What y'all want to talk about?
Number 1. Number mustard.
Would you like mustard or mayonnaise?
Mustard. Cheese. It's got cheese on it.
I can put cheese on it. That's mustard that's on that picture.
Oh, it look like cheese.
I have to tell people that because the picture, it looks like cheese.
It does. But it's fried.
We
On
do.
the fries, can you put chili and cheese on it?
Okay. What you want to talk about with relationships? What about it? What about relationships? We can talk about relationships. That's a lot of drink.
Alrighty. And you want all vegetables, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle?
Yeah, since we're eating here.
Is this going to be all for you? I can give you mini blizzards for $1 with your combo.
Wait, what now?
Mini
I can
blizzard.
give you mini blizzards for $1 with your combo or a
I'm not
small
gonna eat it
for $2.
because I'm gonna have to go
Isn't
home.
crazy?
She can get it.
Cookies and cream, what size? You want the small one?
Okay.
Or the mini for $1?
Oh, I'm sorry. My bag. I didn't mean to do that.
Small or 2 is fine.
My bag.
And do you want it now or after you eat your food?
No, after I. We're not getting ready.
Okay, just let us know when you're ready. All right, let me go change that price.
Okay. Okay, relationships. There you go. Relationships. Baby, I got lunch today. I'm buying lunch today. I'm buying lunch today. Hey, DeMarcus.
Yeah, ranch. Yeah, ranch.
Ranch, yeah.
Huh?
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
that's
and
okay.
it's not
That's all right. That's all right. Ooh, I was about to say that's a long receipt.
You got a survey on there, and if you want to take it, we'll give you a free deli bar.
Okay. A deli bar. I haven't heard that.
Anything free, I like.
Yeah, we like free. We love free. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. So, we talk about relationships. Is there something in you really want to talk about that got something to do with relationships? Or you just want relationships in general? Go ahead. It's freestyle. You get to pick whatever.
I know.
Thank you very much.
Are we talking when you saying the fire starting to die down? Hopefully it's not too much light behind me. But you talking about the fire die down bedroom wise, or romance, or what do you mean by die down? Because I don't want to say nothing that ain't what you asking. You talking about the relationship, the relationship itself dying down, the bedroom side, um, the bedroom side, or the romance all together. What part of that you talking about? If it's too much light, let me know. I'll move to another seat because it could be too much light behind me. Romance, bedroom. Okay. So my suggestion is, I'm not gonna be raw or nothing because being respectful, But I don't care either. Try not to be like that. But anyway, if it's something like that, like the bedroom romance or whatever, I would suggest switching it up, changing the atmosphere. Not just have it in your regular normal spots or whatever at home or in the bedroom. Switch it up. You gotta go. You got a garage or something. Hey, Kimmy. So y'all finna get me in trouble. Ooh, I was seeing the taco sauce. I got excited. Thank you. The taco sauce is what that is. Ooh, and the onions and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
What happened? Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
But I would suggest switching up your atmosphere, changing the scenery, what you normally do, throw a little extra on top of it. I'm just saying you can always, okay, I'm gonna bring you up. Hey. Hey, cousin.
What's up,
Oh,
cuz?
I mean the garage, Sister Mullins. Okay, hold on, Brown. Let me explain to her what I mean by the garage. If you have a
Okay.
car that you can park in the garage, you can change some things up in the garage inside of the car. That's what I mean by the garage, not just out there all willy nilly, but because you can close that off, handle your business, and but it changed the scenery. And this is another big one that would be really good if you set up like people. If you want to set up like a camera, a camcorder, record yourself or record y'all, it's the anticipation of you can
The
see this later
porn
on,
site.
huh?
That's the porn site.
Well, I'm saying you create your own, you know, create your
Yeah, but
own. Okay, come on,
you know,
come on.
you
I'm gonna
know I
eat while you
already know.
talking.
You know I already know. But check this out.
Okay,
It's not just that,
okay,
but every relationship should have a little freakiness in there.
absolutely.
How raw can I be?
I mean, what do
Because
you remember?
you, okay, okay,
I
I got you,
don't
I got you,
care, but remember.
I got you.
Okay,
But check this out. But check this out. I mean, it's always
amen.
a way to spice it up.
It is.
Role play.
Uh huh.
You know,
Mhm.
you got the doctor and the patient, you got the
Mhm.
student and the teacher.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
You got the
And then
construction worker.
there you go, there you go. And then uh, what about the washer and dryer? Toot that thing up and get up there and work it out.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? I'm being 100. You
you
know,
are. You
and
are.
then for those,
What? That's why I'm saying whatever works for you. Because when you're married, there's nothing that's defiled when it comes to the bedroom. Because that's inside of that's in the Bible.
that's book.
That's in the book. That's if
What's up, Eric?
I'm gonna say it must be somebody hi Eric. But
Yeah.
it's nothing defiled when it comes to the bedroom, when it comes to your marriage, your relationship, or whatever. So if y'all decide on something to do together, y'all are supposed to do that together, not where you want it, but I want to. And you're not supposed to say no. You're not supposed to tell them no. You might want to.
Say that again.
You might.
Say
You're
that
not. You're
again.
not supposed to say no. You might
Ah, I
not feel
like that.
like it. You might not feel like you might not have it all in your brain that this is something that you want to do, but you can't not tell the other one no.
Oh,
But
I love you so
I
much.
love you too. But what I'm saying is, if there's a things that y'all discuss and talk about and say, hey, I like doing this, and then you say, I like doing, and he likes doing, mix it up. Do half of what you want and half of what he wants, and make it work. But not necessarily saying, oh no, I'm not gonna. You can try something one time. If it ain't what you, hey baby, that's not what. Let's try something different. But not necessarily telling him no that I can't or I won't.
But
'Cause we all sleeping.
yeah, but check this out. Not just that, cuz, not just
Okay.
that. But you know, in the wee hours of the morning, take you a blanket and put it out there in the backyard, and get your freak on. You know what I'm saying?
That's good
And
too.
then and I'm gonna tell you something else. If boy, look here. If you really got it in you,
Hmm.
let it drizzle a little bit. Get out there in the yard, or if you have a truck, get out there, let the bed down, and get in the back of the truck and work it out while it's misting, while it's drizzling. That is so like, oh my goodness, like, oh. But
I'm about to watch you.
you,
I'm about to watch
you know
you.
your cousin.
I know
You know
you.
your
I'm gonna have to
cousin.
watch you. I'm gonna have to watch you. But let me say this though, and this is just speaking in overall. Don't always base your relationship off of that. Like
Correct.
do things to lead up to that. That romance, that dating, that part about um them sweet texts in the morning. Good morning. I just want to tell you that I love you. Hey, I'm just checking on you, make sure you're okay. A quick phone call, stuff like that. That goes a very long way. Is this a
Yes,
counseling?
Eric, this is a counseling session. My cousin and I are counseling.
But what I'm
But
saying
but
is,
but also
you
but
really do
also
things that's leading up to that. That's why especially us as women, we don't want to feel like we're just being used. So and it's
right.
only for that. So do things that's gonna help that situation to where you just won't be,
Right.
oh, when I see you, this is what's about to happen. No, tell me, let's show me some love before we get to that point. Show me some love. Do some things with me before we get there. Let's hold hands. Let's send text messages. Let's just hug. Cuddle. Cuddle is good
Not just
too.
that, but
Oh, I
we
was
can
eating some. I'm eating
also
some tacos. He asked me what I'm eating. I'm eating some tacos from Dairy Queen. I'm on
okay.
lunch.
He love to eat too.
Dairy Queen tacos with the
Yeah. But
with this
we
taco
can do
sauce.
movies. We can
Hmm.
do movies. We can go
Oh yeah,
walking in the park.
date.
You know,
Hmm.
yeah, just
Date.
you know what happened to true love?
Mm.
I guess that should be the number one topic.
Mm.
What happened to true love? What happens
Mm.
when
Thank you.
I know for myself.
I broke
I
it
know
up.
for myself.
Hmm.
I still believe in opening the door for her.
Absolutely.
I still believe that. I still
Absolutely.
believe in sending flowers to her job.
Hmm.
I still believe
That's
in
old
bringing
school.
roses home
That's
to
old
her. That,
school.
yeah,
That's what we
I still
do.
believe in it.
Hmm.
And we
We love
need to
that.
learn how to get back to that because it's the
Hmm.
little things, it's the little things that count.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. You you ain't gotta go spend 100, 200, $3,000 or whatever to make her happy.
Hmm.
It's good,
Hmm.
but it's not necessary.
Hmm.
You know, you can go and get a 99 cents card and just let her know, hey, I was thinking about you.
And it's the thought
You
that
were on
counts.
my mind.
It's the thought that
Yeah,
counts because you have to. And again, it's just the way because a lot of women we just love the romance side. Not saying the other part, the finale can't happen, but we love the romance. We love to be, and it's wine and dining. You can be wine and dine at home. You don't have to be wine and dine at no expenses, spending $200 or $300 on me. It could be just. I'm sorry, Lynn. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry,
cousin,
Eric.
you done got these folks
I know.
hungry.
I'm telling you, these tacos is Jesus. I'm telling you, they got the Lord all through there. Okay, but she over here killing.
But
Tamika, what you eating?
she got some chili cheese fries and a burger.
Oh, a heart attack waiting to happen.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
That's all it is.
He wants to ask about relationship if it died down. The romance died down.
Yeah, let's hear what she has to say.
But she consulting herself in eating right now, so she probably willing to be in it, but she eating too. Oh, he said, "Let
Hush.
me look." I put it down because I'll wait. But we do love the romance. We do love to have the part of us to where we're not feeling like you just gonna use me for that. If you just gonna use me for that, it's kind of like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be a part. I don't want to do that because, like I said, you want to feel like you're a part of your love, and if you show some type of love towards the person, hey, that's the finale. That's like the icing that's on the cake. Like you done. Like let's handle that. But and it works on both sides. Because some men might feel like, oh, she just using me for that. She don't even do nothing else, but she just want to use me for that. No, it's on both sides too. You both can
So
exchange the love outside of
right,
the finale. I'm calling it the finale to be clean.
I got you. But let's address this issue
Okay.
right here. What about these women that don't know how to cook, don't know how to keep a house clean, don't know how to keep themselves clean? What? Let's talk about that because put it down, put it down,
Okay.
put it down.
Okay.
Because you know, okay.
Okay. Here we go.
So, because we have to address this.
Mhm.
We have to address this,
Mhm.
and I know it's something that should have been taught at an early age,
Uh huh.
but because it wasn't taught at an early age, how do we, as old school people, I'm not listening to you, Lynn. How do we address this?
Well,
How do we address it?
like anything else that we already know that a lot of stuff grandma, big mama, she already gone. So most grandmothers are what, 30s, 20s, some of them in their 20s or whatever. So when it comes down to that, if mama don't know and grandma is gone, how would the kids know? Hey
Right.
lady, how are you? If they're gone, how do you get that now? Okay, so when it comes down to that, I know everything is so instant. We got instant oatmeal, instant noodles, everything is instant. Nobody's really knowing how to cook. So when you find a woman that knows how to cook, you need to hold
Say
on to
on.
her. She might be a little crazy.
Say on.
Let me say
Say
this, we
on.
all got a little crazy in us. We might not admit it,
You so do.
but we all got a little crazy in it.
You
You
got
might
to
not be
do.
crazy where you psycho to where you have to go down there and let some people give you that jacket and hug yourself. But you got to look crazy up in you because there's certain things that you'll be like, you know what, I'm not doing that. This is what this is about to be. But back to what you was asking, the cooking side of it is we just don't know. You're gonna have to find some of these aunties now if they are aware. But my mama, she taught me and my sister how to cook. My brother can cook. My oldest brother Anthony, he can cook,
Yeah.
so he could throw down. He like to do all
Mm-hmm.
that extra little stuff, and I just be like, it's too cute
Yeah.
to eat. Like I don't want to eat it because it's too pretty. But those are things that she taught us when we were older. I might not learn everything, but at least I got a sister that I can go to and get that information from to say, hey, teach me how to cook some rutabagas that you know how to. I know everybody don't know about the rutabagas, but the rutabagas be good with some neck bones. You hear me?
They don't know
So
nothing about that, girl.
them rutabagas with some
They
neck
don't know nothing
bones and
about
some
that, girl.
cornbread. Listen,
Shut your mouth. Shut
listen. Don't make
up.
me go home and cook that today. But
I know, right?
uh, I'm good. We can eat that today. But
I'll be over
oh, no problem. Your cousin do not eat neck bones. He ain't gonna eat no rutabagas, and he definitely ain't eat no cornbread. He ain't
Well,
eat
we ain't
none of
worried
that.
about him.
Wait,
We go get him
listen.
some chicken.
First of all, I need that
Oh,
romance. Mm-mm,
I said we gonna go
mm-mm,
get him some chicken.
mm-mm. You know he love chicken though. He
I
just
know
love
it.
chicken. But the cooking side though, if you find and then if you know how to cook, that's a good part. Y'all can get in there together and cook together. You
Right,
could say, hey,
right.
babe, I know you don't know how to do this. So come here, let me show you. And do it together. Just chop these onions up like this. Here, chop these tomatoes up like this. Hey, put this over here. You're, she can't cook. She tripping.
Whatever.
Ain't nobody think about Lynn. So
Right.
you can go in there and show that person, your spouse or your significant other, how to do those things together. You don't have to necessarily just be like, hey, because you can't cook, I don't want you. You might be a good person, but everybody's worth teaching. I think everybody's worth teaching. If that person and you take the time out with them to show them how to do different things, they might not be at the best of it, but you got to keep trying things over and over, plenty of times, in order for them to catch on. I mean, spaghetti. Everybody don't know how to. I fix my spaghetti and it's different from what my husband did. But as time went on, now I fix mine like him. When we fix it, I don't remember last time we fixed spaghetti, but when we fix it, I fix mine like him. But at first, I used to fix it like my mom. But he was like, "Well, why don't you try it this way? Let me show you how to do it this way." And now I do it his way. Hey, Sister Wesley, but I do it this way because there's the things that we just
Nikki.
that we you learn how to do those things together. That's why I say everybody is teachable. Don't just throw the person away because they don't know how to cook. I think that it's a big deal if you're a person that likes to cooking. It's a big deal. But if they can't cook, show them, help them with that.
Right.
Enchiladas get
Yeah.
messed
And
up.
then, Lord have mercy.
But I'm just saying there's
And
there's easy things that take the person slow. Some people I know they don't know how to boil water, but what can you do with that if they don't know how to? But these are things. That's what I'm
get
saying.
rid
You
of
can
it.
go in there and you can show them how to cook, or show them some things that you have learned. Because your mama might be feeling, hey, can I call your mama and let her show me how to do this to cook for you? There's not a, that's what I'm saying. You can't throw the person away because they don't know how to cook. Don't throw them away.
Mm, mm,
Or throw them away because there's other things that's good about this. They got a good personality.
yeah.
They good to be with. It's just this one little thing, but that's something you can help them out with. Don't have the fire up high. You frying chicken, it's on high. Let's not do this. It's not fish. Okay, let's
Oh,
turn this
please.
let's turn this down. But those are things that you can do to kind of help the person out with cooking if they don't know how, and that works on both
But
sides. That's a
you
good
know
date
what?
night too. Learning to
It
go in there
is.
and cook
It is.
together. That's a good date night
It
too.
is.
hmm
It is. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's good too, cousin.
What?
You
Like this right
fried rat.
here. You almost got pushed off this live.
Fried rat. You take the rat out the cage, you boil it.
I just an X on here. You want me to push this X? I'm gonna kick you off of here. We're not discussing those. You know the terror I have with those things. We're not
I
discussing
I
those.
know. I
Okay.
love it. I know.
Next. Next. What else you got? Because that ain't it. Talk about them
But
things.
check this out, for real
Okay.
though. For real. How do you feel about how do you feel about men and women who well no, let me go like this. Let me go like this. How do you feel about the man not just being the head of the
hmm
household, but when it comes to paying bills,
hmm
when it comes to disciplining the spouse's child,
hmm
you know, because it's not theirs. But how do you feel about that? Do you
Mm.
feel that it's okay for the man to pay all the bills, or do you feel it's okay for him to discipline another man's child
Okay.
that's not being raised by his biological?
Okay. I'm gonna go with my experience. Okay.
Talk
Okay.
to me.
So I had two gifts before we got married. Two wedding gifts. I call them
Right,
wedding gifts. Okay.
right.
So, and I call them as they're my own. My son and my daughter. I don't consider them as um step. I don't like the word step. So I consider
Yeah,
them as those are my kids, especially if I'm raising from 5 and 7 years old up until now. But
right.
well, help raise. I'm gonna say raise for those that feel like yeah, whatever. But okay, for me, this is a discussion that we had before we got married. That way, it won't be no problem because some girls feel like you taking on my daddy, so this is what I don't want. So how do you handle those kind of situations? I feel like anybody that you have raising, you can whoop them, whether it's a girl or boy, and you can discipline them because I did both. with both of ours before my two came along. Our other two came along. Oh, bonus babies. I like that. Bonus babies. But before they came along, it was just them two at home. And I treated them the same because figured eventually I'm going to have a child and I'm going to want my kids to be treated the same if it was the other way around. So I would want my kids to be treated like somebody else's children. But at the same time, I disciplined them all. You did this and I said don't do it and you still did it. You got a whooping. Like these are things that happen because you did wrong. So and it wasn't, and he even said it, whoop they behind. You know, they the ones, they didn't do what you said do, whoop they behind. If you told them to go in there and clean up and they didn't clean up, whoop they behind. They don't get no discriminated. That's the way with him. He said, I'm not gonna keep nobody kids I can't whoop.
Exactly.
That's just the thing, you know. And when it comes down to your spouse or your significant other and y'all trying to make this arrangement work out, it's okay for me to discipline your kids when they're underage, before they get grown and out on their own. Now, if they get grown out their own, they being disrespectful, you ain't got to come back over here. Just gone, and that ain't what ours is like. Hey, Reverend. But that's not what ours is like. And you asked me something else. What was the other question?
I asked you about how do you feel about the man, even though he's the head of the household.
Oh, paying the
Do you think
bills.
do you think it's fair that he pays all the bills, or do you think it should be, um, you know, separate? They should help each other.
Okay.
Should he should he should he do it, or should they work together and do it? And yes, we're gonna get rid of Scooter
Pal. Pal.
already,
Already gone.
already.
Done. Anyway, when you're talking about the paying the bills, just speaking for me, for us, we split everything, or we pay everything together. Not split, but we pay everything together. So if the electric bill is $300, okay, well, how much? Okay, what are we paying this week? That's normally the conversation we have every time we get paid. What needs to be paid? And if he say, and I tell him whatever the bill is, okay, well go ahead and pay it. This ain't no my check or his check or whatever. We might ask which card you paying it off of, but it's not my check or his check. Oh, this is your bill. We're gonna let that get cut off because that's your bill. No, we don't do that. If this is our household, we're gonna pay the bills. There's no, because if you got money, again, only speaking for me, if you got money to send somebody to say, hey, oh, you got from your check and you just want to go do whatever you want to with it and let your bills go lacking, who are you? Like, what are you doing? You don't want to, you rather go and get your hair and nails done instead of you paying your bill because it's your husband's bill? That don't even make sense. We don't do that. We put our money in together and we pay bills out of those accounts together. Period. Now, if he comes to you at the beginning of it, this is something y'all talk about first. If he comes to you first and say, hey, I don't want you to pay no bills, I'm gonna take care of all the bills. Hey, that's what y'all talked about at the beginning. Like my husband told me, he gonna take care of the outside, I take care of the inside. That means pump gas. So I don't pump gas. You said it. I'm going by what you said. I take care of the inside, you take care of the outside. Pumping gas means the car is outside, so which means you got to put gas in there. That
Right.
I'm just saying. But these are things that you talk about. I'm not saying that the other way is wrong, but if that's the way you want to handle your bills, that's how you want to do it. If y'all want to take all the bills, say, hey, we're gonna split the rent. Split the rent. That's what y'all want to do. I'm just saying for our household, we put all our money in together. My check is whatever, your check is whatever, and we pay whatever bills that needs to be paid from those checks, from that income. We're gonna pay our tithes
Right.
first though. Both of us gonna pay our
Right.
tithes. That's gonna come out first. And then we take care of all the rest of the stuff later on.
Right.
I mean, I'll call you in the minute. Listen, okay, let's push this out for a whole another 3 weeks.
You silly.
I push this out. We're gonna get rid of that real quick. But for us, that's what we do. We just put all our money in together and then pay the bills that way. Now, if he's just saying, hey, don't spend none of yours, I'm gonna pay everything out of mine, that's different. But this is the discussions you have. You don't just take amongst yourself and not discuss. I think communication is the first thing you need to be discussing after you decide what church y'all going to.
Raise your hands.
I'm just
Raise
saying.
them.
I'm just saying. If
Yes,
there,
yes, Lord.
if we gon' These are just things. Hey, Brianna, these are just things that we gonna do. But folks don't understand that. Folks just go into the whole thing. I'm just gonna make this decision. No, you communicate with them. Let's talk about it.
Right.
When you don't
Right.
communicate about a bill or communicate about your money or communicate about whatever you got, you know what's gonna happen? Your relationship is not gonna last that long. Because now
Exactly.
it could be some miscommunication. That happens. That happens when you have miscommunication. But at the same time though, discuss it before you make the, that's what I'm saying. Every my way might not work for somebody else's way. But for me, for our household, this is what we've learned. This is the things that we do. And it ain't no
That I
mine.
believe.
We don't do mines and yours. That's my car. That's his truck. No, this is our car. This is our truck. This is our house. These are our
That's
kids.
that's K-Ro from the church.
Yeah, yeah. That's Nick
Hey
K. daughter.
girl. Yeah, you have a point. You have a point.
What you got, guys?
Communication
Uh,
communication
mama.
should be the number one thing.
Yes.
And I believe in a lot of relationships, that's why they don't, that's one of the
Mm-hmm.
reasons why they don't last, is because of a lack of
Yes.
communication.
Absolutely.
Now, the second thing why relationships don't last, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
it's because it's not built on the foundation of the Word of God.
Hmm.
I think every relationship should be based and built on the foundation of the Word.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for for the non-believers as well.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you have to stop and examine the relationship as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do it without God? Can I do it, or how much better would it be with God?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we really just have to evaluate our pros and cons because I'm gonna tell you, our divorce rate in America, in the U.S.,
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
is really,
It's
it
crazy.
doesn't even make sense. You get married today, and by next week you're already divorced. How does that work? How does that work? And I'm don't I'm just speaking in general.
Okay. Come on, General.
You you get these relationships. You get,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that girl fine is, ooh, and then you marry her.
Mm-hmm.
But when you realize that ain't what you want because you want something else that appears to be better,
Mm-hmm.
now you want to divorce that person. She want to divorce you because you ain't doing what you supposed to do as a
Mm-hmm.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
You want to divorce her because she ain't putting it down the way you thought.
Yep.
I don't understand it.
I'm sorry. She scared me when she came over. She said, turned that ice cream upside down. I was like, wait a minute, it's gonna fall out. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm listening. Go
I
ahead.
don't understand it. So again, I think if we go back and we read where God tells us marriage is honorable
Mm-hmm.
in His sight, and I believe if we go back and we get an understanding on what marriage really means, people will understand it better.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hey, Ruben.
you know, I believe in this saying, seek for the old path, and once
Mm-hmm.
you find it, walk therein. And in my belief and in my studies, I understand it more and more. When you seek out to do the will of God, to get a better
Mm-hmm.
understanding, you will know to do better. You'll get
What?
your understanding becomes a lot clearer,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So uh, we just gotta just we just gotta go back to the old days. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
If it took that to get us through up until now, it's gonna take now to get us on to the future.
Right.
So,
Right.
and I'm just saying this to everybody that's out here that's listening to us. This is First Lady Collins, New Freeman Chapel Missionary Baptist Church, where I serve as the youth pastor there. And we're just having a discussion because we want to help each and everybody. We want to
Right.
help those that need help or don't understand. So we're asking, please come in. If you have something you want to talk about, discuss, let us know. and we'll be more than happy to discuss it with
Mm-hmm.
you. Um, we invite you out to come and worship with us on every Wednesday Bible study. Not just Wednesdays, but come and be with us on Sunday mornings. My God, today we have an awesome time out there at New Freedom Missionary Baptist Church, where my pastor,
Come on, Pastor.
the shepherd,
Come on, Shepherd.
Bishop L. Collins,
Come on.
is
I'm about to have a
is our
catastrophe up
leader,
here.
and there's our first lady. I ain't gonna give her full name, but just say Miss Nikki Collins.
Mm-mm. You got to learn how to say my name. Aunqunic. Okay.
That's why I said I wasn't gonna say it.
Just stick with Collins then, because you
There
don't
you
know how
go.
to say it.
Oh,
Stick with
but
that.
I tell you, we have a good time
Oh yeah, we do. We have an
and
awesome time.
awesome time.
An
Yeah,
awesome
and we
time.
we love discussing. We love to help people.
Oh yes,
Um,
definitely.
and to all our Bedside Baptist members,
Ooh,
I
ooh.
need to see you Wednesday. I
It's
need to
it's
see you.
BCU. It's BCU
Talk
Wednesday
to me.
night.
Yes.
BCU.
First Sunday is approaching. I need to see all of you. Um, to those of you that are sick,
Hey, Rum Sir.
well, you can still come.
Mm-hmm.
You can still come. If
Yeah.
I can get out and hop in church, surely you
With a
can get
boot
out the
on.
bed and
Come
come.
on with a boot.
Yes,
Come on with a boot
yes.
on.
So,
Come on.
uh, wait a minute. Tell me she can
Oh
send a
Lord.
picture.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading. I got a text that came through too. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
Oh,
respond.
Jesus.
No, I'll respond back to that text later. Listen,
Okay.
I just want to go back to something you was just talking about when you was talking about. I'm all up in. I'm ready when you were. We just see. Unless you just want to see it, it's up to you. How many more minutes? I can't see my time since I'm on the live. I can't see my time. Oh, I got a whole watch on. It's almost 2:20. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna leave in a minute. Hey, Texie. Miss Texie. We don't need no picture we see on Facebook. Listen, you
Already.
was talking about something a few minutes ago, stating we was talking about church as far as you and your spouse go with church. And before you discuss anything else, I mean, if he's already in this, I'm gonna go biblical here. If he already have a church home, you're supposed to follow him.
That
You're
part.
supposed to follow him. You might not like it. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to leave a church that I had just joined maybe 2 weeks prior, 2 or 3 weeks prior. And I had to tell the pastor, and I had started singing in the choir over there. I started doing a whole lot of stuff. And I had to back off because we was getting married. I had to explain to him that I'm getting married and I have to go follow my husband. And that's what I had to do. Might not, and well, the church that I was at the time, they had just started up, so I was, feeling my way anyway. That was at that time where you hard headed and you grown now, you ain't gotta go to church, you ain't gotta do none of that. I went through that stage where you ain't gotta do none of that. But anyway, once we got married, we had already talked about it. This is what we gonna do. This is what we gonna worship at. This is what's gonna happen. I did that. I followed him. Now that we followed, when he went over to New Freeman, of course, I went over there with him to follow over there with him, but and to help out with his ministry or whatever. But biblically, if he already have a church home, you're supposed to follow him. If he don't have a church home, y'all need to discuss about a church. Maybe it's something y'all need to find together and see if it's suitable for you, or if see if the church that you already go to, see if he likes that one or if it's okay. Because some people come from different denominations. Something about different denominations and you getting married, and I'm saying that
Mm,
because I've seen that done. How you going to church and you're not going to church with your husband, but he go to church too?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm
Seen it.
going it because that means you serving. You got a pastor over here that's teaching you one thing, and then this pastor over here is teaching you something else. You got two different pastors that's teaching you two different things. So when she come home, well, my pastor said such and such. Then when you come home, my pastor told me to do such and such. Where that's at? And but one of these two pastors need to tell you the right thing. Your wife need to be over here with you. You need to be over there with your husband. They're supposed to be together. because how you serving two different directions. Y'all supposed to be together, serving at the same spot. If that ain't suitable for both of y'all, that mutual agreement that is serving for both of y'all need to find a church that's suitable for y'all. Not just, oh, I'm just gonna go and, hey sister, I'm just gonna go and he gonna have to follow me. No, let's pull this up. Let's find your scripture. Let me show you where it says that you have to follow you supposed to follow your husband. Again, you might not like it, but you're supposed to follow him. Y'all supposed to worship at the same place together. Now,
True.
there's things that, I mean, we in a whole different state of mind, and everybody do their own thing. They got their own way of doing things, but at the same time, I mean, if we're gonna talk about being in the word and talking about, doing the correct thing, this is what you have. You're supposed to follow him. Like, period. I said I had to do it. I had to do it. After joining the church for 2 or 3 weeks, being in the choir, doing all that, going to Sunday school, doing all that stuff. Yeah, yeah. So what else you got about relationships? Come on, you got some ones. You got some ones. We don't talk about paying bills together. We don't talk about worshiping at the same, going to the same church. You supposed to follow your husband. We talked about romance. We talked about keeping the romance hot
Keep
in
it in.
heaven. See, that's the part you like. No, we're not doing that. Nope. Next. What else you got? We talking
No,
about the
but
kids being
seriously,
disciplined by the other parent that is not their parent, their biological parent. Yeah, we don't do no discretion.
there's, you know, man, there's so much we could talk about.
Mhm.
But ideally, the thought of when 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 God put two people together, when He
Mhm.
combines their union, He didn't say it was a separate thing, but He said that she's a helpmate.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I go back to this. I go back to this because in time past,
Mhm.
I I dealt with I dealt with God didn't tell me, He told you.
Mm.
You see,
Mm.
I dealt with that. I dealt with the
Mm.
fact that
Kenna,
because
Kenna,
God,
Kenna, Kenna, Kenna. I'm sorry. I do him like that every time I see or hear see his name. Hey, Kenna.
you know, because God did say that I was the head, and I don't take that lightly. I don't misuse it. I don't
Mhm.
mistreat it.
Mhm.
But I understand when He says I am the head.
Yeah.
I understand when He says that she's my helpmate.
Right.
She's not my punching bag.
Yeah.
You understand? She's not my
Right.
punching bag.
Right. Right.
She's not my disrespectful person that I go to.
Right.
She's my helpmate.
Right.
I
And y'all on
when
the
I
same
fall short,
team. It's not no I'm doing this because you doing it. It's not no
yeah.
competition. Like you're supposed to do this stuff together. Now why am I competing with my husband?
Hmm.
Why am I I some people go in because you got a cell phone. I'm gonna give me a cell phone. Oh, because you
Yeah.
got all the new car, I'm gonna get a why is it a competition? Y'all pay these bills together. Both of this in both of y'all names. You gotta pay them bills
I
together. That's
got one
crazy.
better than that.
Come on.
I got one better than that.
Come on.
She make more money than I do.
Listen, let me help
He
you with
make more
that.
money than I do.
Let me help you with that. It doesn't
Talk to
matter
me.
because people think they can say this better than I can. Let me help you out with that. What they're saying is better than I can. If you got $5,000 and I got $2, we got $5,002. That's what we got. This is our money. You just went over there and made that, but I can't bring but two to the table. That's $5,002. It doesn't matter how. Don't matter how you look at it. This is a us thing. We're we
Hmm.
together. So which means when I do something, when I go and I step out and do something, I'm representing you. So why am I gonna be sitting up here saying, "Oh, I got $50, but you can't have none of this $50, but you hungry"? I'm gonna let my husband be hungry? Like that's crazy. I got $50. Go get you something to eat.
I've
Here's
seen it.
10.
I've seen it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Seen it.
But I know some people can't handle where their spouse can't handle the bills or can't handle the money. Do what you got to do to make that work, because you can't be without no money. Hey, how are you, sir? You can't be without no, however you want to do it. But when you paying bills or when you making more than, If he make more money than me, that means we got more money. Period. Don't matter what it is. Whatever his check is, we finna spend this. Whatever my check is, we finna spend this. Because we got bills. Like, when you go down there, why you got to go? Why are we going through all this? Like, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know some people just probably like, no, I'm not doing that. I've heard Steve Harvey say this. I'm not a total in agreement with it. Where he has an account that they have both have an account. Hey, Cynthia. Oh, I love her. Okay, so if we got bills, they've got an account that they put bills in. Then she have her account and he has his account. Now, my question to that is, if she dies, something happens to her, can he get that money?
I was trying to see who was behind you. Uh,
I don't know who that is.
I was so looking.
Some lady, she just walked in, she work here. No, we on
No, no, no,
relationship.
no,
World,
cousin, no,
world. It's
no,
calls back there. My call and other calls. What you talking
no,
about?
cousin.
Who behind me?
Never mind, they already went
Yeah,
past.
she work here. She went on back there in the back. Nope,
No,
next.
cousin.
And we wait like her. I ain't gonna tell you what area we in. Nope, next.
I ain't coming no way.
Back to relationships.
I know where you work at. Don't forget
You
that.
you won't know what Dairy Queen I'm at though.
That's okay.
Okay.
I know
Next.
you find that.
You don't even know what she look like.
But anyway,
Anyway,
but anyway,
is it good?
you missed a whole lot.
Yeah,
You
you
should have
missed a
been on
whole
her.
lot, Tracy. You missed a whole lot. We don't talk about romance. We don't talk about um what else? We talk about discipline kids when you're not the parent, the biological parent of that child. We've talked about church. You worshiping at the same church with with your husband, not just your spouse, but your husband. About how much money y'all making is the bonds and yours or whatever. We talked about hours. This is our
Let me.
money. Go ahead.
Can I can I say this?
Oh, this is my glove compartment. Oh,
I need to say this, and I want what. Let's go back to the romance real
okay.
quickly, and
That's your favorite
um,
part.
no, 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 no. I'm saying this for a reason.
Okay, come
There,
on.
because I want to help some people.
Okay.
Um,
Sister Mullins talking about the
yeah,
garage.
garage.
I love you, Sister Mullins.
When you have a spouse or
Uh-huh.
significant other that is not able to perform, do you leave him or her, or do you work
Oh,
it out?
oh, you so messy tonight. I mean, this afternoon.
I'm,
Listen,
I'm just asking.
okay,
I'm just asking
let's go
because
to.
there
Okay,
are
you're
there
right.
are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that you can do to work around it,
Mhm.
per se.
My glasses gonna get dark, so y'all forgive me. They get dark. Come on, her white car, cause I don't walk that fast.
So I'm just curious, because I know somebody that's in
Mhm.
this predicament right now,
Hey, Katasha.
and his lady left him. His wife left him because he wasn't able to perform
Uh huh.
like he used to.
Okay.
So
I'm getting in the
I'm
car,
just
so my
curious.
phone flipped around. I'm trying to unlock the door. Okay, go ahead. I'm
That's
listening.
fine. I'm just curious. Do you up and leave that person because of that, or do you work it out?
Okay. And are we talking married or because we're in a different day and
Both.
age now? Both.
We're going to talk about both. We're going to
Okay.
talk about the common law
Girl, I really want
and
to put that right there.
the marriage.
I'm about to. I don't like a little.
I agree with you. I agree. You're supposed to work it out. I definitely agree.
But my thing is, that's what I was about to say. There are so many. Technology is so advanced
That's
right
true.
now. Like
That's true, Stacey.
there are so many there is technology is so advanced right now to where you can do a whole lot of things. There's a whole lot of things and what I'm saying is you can go to a doctor and see what they can give you for that if that's the situation. Girl, put that cup right there. Oh, you drink? Oh, okay. I'm gonna say you can put that cup in there. That's how I move that. Hi, Pastor Coleman. How are you? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But when it comes to that, I think you can go to a doctor And that's why I'm saying technology is so advanced right now that you can go to a doctor or you can go to somebody and get help for that. You don't have to let that be kill your relationship. Like you said, there are other things that you can do. But if that's something mainly that's a hindrance to your relationship, go and get that fixed. There's many things that I don't know of nothing. Like I ain't no doctor, so I don't know. I don't know. That's not, I'm not, but what I'm saying is research it. There's things that you could possibly do or get around to to help that part of your of that out to where it won't be no hindrance to your relationship because people do get older, things change, people take medication that cause those things to happen, and it good, bless you too. Things like that happens to where you cannot do those things anymore. But that's why I'm saying there are different things that can possibly go from that you can get from your doctor, and the doctor can say, hey, I don't have anything, but this is what things have, because I'm pretty sure, I know it's not one or two people that goes through stuff like that. It's probably millions or multiple people that do. And if they do, this is where you come in at. This is where you come in at to talk to the doctor and do something about it. Now, if they saying, hey, you at this point in your life where that part is, try something else. There's plenty, okay, of places and
Gotcha.
plenty, okay. Take care of
Yeah,
that. What's your next question? Because when we get on that too much, and we're not gonna be, it's gonna
I
the
know.
church folks
I
on
know.
here. It's not going. I'm still trying to be this first lady. Okay, I'm trying this part right now, and you keep going back to this, and I'm trying to be super. Because you know
I
me,
know.
I don't care, but I want to be respectful.
I
I really
understand.
don't. Yeah, because
But these are things that
if it
we
helps
want to address.
somebody, it's about helping
Yeah,
somebody though. It ain't
that's all
about,
it is.
yeah, it's about help. And if it's something that you, because that's what I'm saying. There's research like even before I did this piercing in my ear, I did this dap piercing. I know I did a live video on that a while back about this piercing experience that I had, because I suffered from migraines since I was like 13, 14 years old. And that's not no fun thing. It's not fun at all having migraines. And I had got to a point, me being 37 now, I have gotten to a point that it was affecting my life with me being the first lady of the church and having like 7,000 million jobs going on to do, and trying to work a full-time job, take care of my family and all that. That caused me to, it was hindrance. It was a hindrance. So I did my research before I went and got this piercing to see if it would help. I asked people that I know that had it, but that's what I'm saying. If it's something that's affecting your relationship, your marriage or something, go and do some research and see if you can find help about it. You don't have to just settle in it. Oh, I got a migraine, I'm just going to deal with it and let my husband walk out of my life because I got a migraine. No, who crazy? You crazy. Oh, but let me come back. But I'm just saying, things, let it be for something. If you're gonna allow something like that to happen, but let it be for something. But what I'm saying is there's so many different things. I mean, because they even tell you about Botox. I went to tried to go to a specialist. They wanted $700 with my insurance, and I was like, no, I'm not giving you that. So what I did was I did research to find something else that would take all that down and pay $40 for this piercing. If I can find it, it's in my ear, for this piercing in my ear. I got this AirPod in there, so you probably can't see it. But to stop me from having migraines, or whatever Kenneth, Mr. Wilder. I'm gonna call you Kenneth because there was another Kenneth on here, Pastor Coleman. But if there's but I did research before I did that, because I didn't want that to be my. I'm not gonna suffer from that. So that's what I'm saying. If that's something that's hindering your relationship, like you can't. What you doing? Okay. You can't you don't allow something like that to hinder your relationship. Like, I feel like you can find things that can help out with that. Go to different places that can help out, but I would probably seek a doctor first, because if it's something minor that can be reversed, if your doses of your medication is constant, then you can change your dosage. They can change your dosage if that's what it is.
Check this
I'm
out.
just saying.
Now you brought up the piercing thing.
Mhm.
I like that. I like
Mhm.
that. So, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna
Listen,
go.
listen. You text me. You text me that before you say that. Don't you say it.
Yeah,
Don't you say it.
I'm gonna deal with it,
Okay.
but I'm gonna text you because
Text me.
yeah, Yeah. I
You
have to be
be
respectful on here.
respectful. Amen. Amen. Won't he
Yeah.
do it? The
I,
kind of
I
church
don't
we
want to
had
get
on
no phone.
yesterday. You better come on here.
Yeah. I don't want no phone calls.
Yeah. You got some
Uh,
disrespectful members. Your associate
what?
minister is so disrespectful. Yeah, you can't have
Man,
that.
I don't.
You can't have that.
Yeah.
Not coming from the bishop. Not from the good Reverend Dr.
Yeah.
Bishop. No.
Because you
Mm-mm.
know I would get that call.
You know it. You
Preacher.
know it.
Yeah. Preacher.
Yeah, what you saying? What you doing?
What
But
was your
I do want to say,
conversation?
with that being said, since we saying it like that, first of all, you human. So we all make mistakes. We all have got to a point to where things happen and you say things that you probably don't really mean, but you get heated in the moment in the conversation and it probably happens. But it's not saying you have to keep doing it repetitively. So you'll just,
Right.
leave it at that point so we won't have to, be going to the altar on Sunday asking for forgiveness. We talked about
Because you know we
forgiveness
don't do
last
that.
week. We talked about
Yeah.
forgiveness last week now. We did. Last week was
So
forgiveness. So
okay,
anyway,
now
come on.
let's go back to that before I get off. Uh,
Okay.
let me let me say this for those that don't know, and I think everybody on here should know. But for those that don't know, when you have an alt with your brother or sister,
Uh-huh.
go to them,
Right.
apologize,
Right.
and if it does not work,
I just realized
then
the
go
phone
to
is
your
over here.
leaders. Go to your leaders
Right. Right.
and let your leaders and y'all talk about it with your leaders. And
Right.
then, you know, let that be known, you know, because sometimes we as Christians or
Mm-hmm.
we as church members say
Mm-hmm.
things to people
Look at
that
you.
will not just pierce their soul, but also will
Hmm.
cause them to leave the church. And
Right.
then they go back and say, well, I left that church because the church did this. No, 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 no,
Uh-huh.
no, 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 no. The church did not do it.
Right.
It's one person or persons that did it. So you need to go. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you good. You
I,
good. Hey. You
I
you
felt
good.
something rise up in me on that one there. But
And
but but but
I don't know if you was on here when we talked about that last week, where people feel like the church did it to me. No, the church didn't. It might have been a few people in the church that hindered you or done something that caused you to act the way you or to cause you to have the thought of leaving. You can't blame the church on that. What has the church done to you
exactly.
besides help you? But people don't understand that because they already, well, she said this to me. She looked at me wrong. She rolled her eyes at me. You know they did all this to Jesus. They did him way worse. Way
Way
worse.
way.
Way worse. We
But
couldn't be able to
just
we
want
wouldn't
to
be able to handle it.
I just want to put it
I
out
don't
there.
remember folks.
Put it out
Right.
there. For
Right.
those of you, and hear me when I say this, for those of you that are continuously disrespecting my cousin, my leader, I promise you, it's not going to be nice if I ever meet you. Because what you don't do is you don't disrespect my pastor nor my cousin. Because he is my pastor and he is my cousin, my blood cousin. So I'm gonna put it out there because if I hear it again, you're gonna deal with me. And believe me,
Brown.
I got
Brown.
several
Brown.
licenses.
Brown. Brown. Brown.
Okay,
Let it go. Let it
okay,
go. You know what?
okay.
You and Abbott, I can't put y'all on here because y'all go off.
I'm just saying. I don't want to hear it no more
You
because I
you
promise
had
you,
me
I'll,
you had me stop. I was parking and you had me stop.
man, I'll come to your church.
No,
I'll
you
come to
won't.
your
No, we're not
job.
gonna do that. No,
I will come
no,
for you.
no, we're not doing that. Nope, nope,
Keep your
nope.
mouth off my cousin.
Yep. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Keep your mouth off my
Not at the
cousin.
not at the house of the Lord. Don't
Oh,
do it.
what?
It's not no,
You know
no.
what license I hold?
I do,
You know how
but
many I
but
hold?
but don't do it. Don't
Man,
don't don't do it. It's not
I'm
even worth
sorry. I
it.
did.
Yeah, you went
Okay,
all
I'm
off. You
sorry.
was doing so good. I was so proud of you. Now when I see
But
you Wednesday night, we gonna have to have we cut it
I
out.
got you. I got you. But not my cousin.
You let me know when you ready to get out.
I'm ready.
You know I don't be in no heaven right now. Listen, don't. Yeah, you ain't got to do that. You let the Lord deal with them. I understand. I definitely, it's my husband, so you know how I am about him. I already know. I'm gonna
But
change shoes real quick.
we
Uh
need to
huh.
stop it. It needs to be stopped.
It does because it doesn't do anything but hinders, and that's what I don't want is for you to retaliate about something that we can let the Lord handle, and then it becomes a girl, my badge done broke. Jesus, hold on, I'm listening, but I mean I'm still here.
I'm listening to you.
I dropped my badge.
Oh Lord.
My badge broke off my little thing. I'm gonna have to get another little badge thing. But don't, yeah, because you allow the Lord to handle them. Because what happens, hey cousin, what happens is it turns into, it could be a hindrance to our church, and we don't want that because the Lord could punish us for being mean and rude to somebody else. Bye, have a good one. It can happen to us. It could be a hindrance to us. We can have a big shakeup at our church behind us trying to retaliate at somebody else's church for because they don't know no better, or because they said something because of a misunderstanding. You never know. So if we retaliate, you pray about it, leave it in the Lord's hand, let it go. I'm dealing with a situation the same way, but guess what I'm doing? Put it in the Lord's hand, and I'm letting it go. It'll all work out in your favor. Trust me. Those that are doing
Cause
things that are incorrectly when it comes down to church will be exposed and will be handled with the way the Lord wanted to be handled. Not for us to do His job. If we do His job for Him, we in the wrong lane. We talked about that last week, stepping in the wrong lane. Let the Lord
I
deal
know.
with it. Pray about it. Let it go. Those that know if they're involved in that situation or are dealing with something like that, just know it has nothing. We can just let the Lord deal with it, because I don't want it to be a backfire or we suffer as a whole behind retaliating or saying something or doing something because we're trying to do the Lord's job. Let it go. Trust me. Trust me. In due time, in due time. And in it's, if we talking about the same thing, it'll be all up. It's all a misunderstanding, and it definitely will be handled. But let the Lord do it, okay? Because I don't need you in jail. We can't talk like this if you in jail. Because then
No, we can't.
yeah, we can't talk like this. And them grandbabies need you. Your children need you. Hey, Pastor Moore, with the kids
Right.
need you. All that. So we can't do that. You let the Lord deal with folks that are doing things that are not under in His will. You let the Lord handle that. That's not our job. Trust me, it's not our job. Listen,
Well,
and you can't do no premeditated stuff, no way. So don't say that no more. Don't do that no more. And if I find out you're trying to do something or doing something, I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm saying that's premeditated because you trying to do something. I've already let it go. It's not worth it. Let the
I'm up
Lord
the
deal
street
with
from the
it.
church.
Huh?
Up the street from the church. Right up the street.
You right up the street from the church. Okay. You text me your address. Because if you do something that I've already told you, let it go. You gonna see me. Let that go. Let the Lord deal with them. You know we got a lot of haters and enemies and stuff. You deal with them. Pray about it and move on. Hey, I got a question. My badge thingy broke.
Mhm.
Like I don't know what's going on. It broke all the way together.
God bless you. I love you. I got to
I
go to
love you
get dressed
too.
for work.
I'm trying to let my glasses lighten
Bye,
up.
cousin.
Okay, bye. See you later.
Bye.
Yeah, I forgive Reverend Brown. He got caught up, so we back to reality now. You could throw those little ticket things away. They was just in there. Yeah, I don't need that. No, yeah. I need a new picture because I'm like 90 pounds on that picture.
sure do.
Huh?
You sure do.
Yeah, I need a new picture because I was like 90 pounds on that picture.
Once you come in,
Huh?
once you come in the morning, they go back there.
Okay.
Bad job.
Okay.
Tell me this now.
I need another badge. Okay. So anyway, yeah, he got a little caught up with what the conversation. I didn't know he was gonna go that route. I'm sorry. What you got? Oh, you got one. Bell whistles. Oh, I gotta switch my AirPod. So
Anybody else got something they want to discuss? We was talking about relationships before he went all crazy. He went all crazy. We was talking about relationships and how different parts of the relationship, romance and all that good stuff.
Thank you. My tripod, my selfie tripod. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I had it on this little situation right there. You don't hook me up. Look at you. Look at you. I'm together now. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. We can go back to work now. We gonna probably get in trouble, but we going back to work. Yes, we are. Thank you. Hey, Quincy. So yeah, we was talking about relationships and stuff. Oh, he helped me out. Thank you. Uh, before Brown got off, it's crazy. But mm, the fact that he belched on that elevator, didn't think we heard it. We heard you. He tried to keep it quiet. You know we heard you belch, right? You didn't bring nothing back, huh? Oh, you already threw it away. That's what you wanted was the cookies out of it. I got some of this chocolate cake over here. Or whatever. It was absolutely amazing. Okay, y'all. I got to go back to work. I'll come back later and we can talk about something else. But I'm back to work now. And we can talk about something later. If nobody told you that they love you today, I'm telling you that I love you. I love you. God loves you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? I'll come back later and we can discuss something else. Bye.